As Maduro's criminal case moves forward, a separate civil case against him here in Utah remains unresolved.
Ariel Harrison is live outside the federal courthouse with this story. Ariel.
Well, one Utah couple is still awaiting justice years after they were held as hostages in Venezuela. This lawsuit I hold in my hands describes their wrongful detainment and torture they experienced and why they are now seeking hundreds of millions of dollars from the very same man U.S. Armed Forces went and captured in Venezuela and brought to the United States. Video from 2018 shows Joshua and Thamy Holt safely back on U.S. soil after being held hostage in Venezuela for nearly 2 years. In February 2024, Holt filed this lawsuit, suing Nicolas Maduro and top Venezuelan officials for the couple's wrongful detainment, seeking more than $648 million in damages. The lawsuit reads, Joshua and his wife Thamy were, quote, filled with hope of beginning a beautiful new life together, but just a couple of weeks after their wedding, quote, armed agents of Nicolas Maduro's illegitimate regime barged into their home, seized them, and locked them in a political prison notorious for its oppressive torture and deplorable conditions. Nearly 2 years later, their legal battle is still not over.
Does it surprise you that it's still not resolved?
Civil cases, all cases take time within our justice system.
Sky Lazaro isn't connected to this case, but has experience working international cases. Even though Holt's latest court filing shows a renewed default judgment, she says collecting on the $600+ million is a separate battle.
Really, it's going to come down to, can they attach his assets and collect against him on those?
As the Holt's case unfolds, the U.S. government is also trying to take any profits it says Maduro made from drugs.
If there are so many cases against one person, how do the courts decide which cases or filings take precedent or take priority?
If you have a number of civil cases filed against an individual, I don't know that a court's going to get involved in terms of who gets priority. I think it's really going to come down to, who can attach assets or money or bank accounts or properties in order to satisfy those judgments. It really is likely to become a race to the finish.
Now coming back out here live, Holt and one of his attorneys declined interviews today. Initially filed in Florida, this case was transferred to the Utah federal court here, with the judge now considering whether to grant the default judgment. We'll continue to follow this closely and update everyone if that happens. Reporting live from the federal courthouse, Ariel Harrison, KUTV 2 News.